Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're delving into a case that really pulls back the curtain on village life, where sometimes the fear of scandal is even stronger than the fear of the crime itself.
We're looking at Al-Qawasem village in Sharqiya, Egypt, around 2018. It's one of those places where everyone knows everyone, very tight-knit, very traditional.
And right at the center of it is the disappearance of Muhammad.
Mm-hmm.
He's 28, a government worker, seems like a really decent guy, well-liked.
Absolutely. Married to Amani for 4 years. They have a child. They live, interestingly, in an apartment right in his family's home on the second floor.
That closeness, that proximity, it becomes key, doesn't it?
It really does. Because in a place like this, routine is everything. Muhammad had his routine home by 3 p.m., family time. When that breaks, people notice. And the first story told about why it broke. Well, that's where the whole thing begins.
Okay, so let's set the scene. It's a Wednesday night. Amani's account is that around 8:00 p.m., Muhammad decides he needs to pop out quickly for groceries.
Just a quick errand.
But the first little detail that, snags your attention. He leaves his mobile phone behind.
Right. Which in this day and age, if you're just running out quickly, maybe you'd do that. But it suggests he really wasn't planning on being gone long at all.
But then 8 p.m. becomes 9 p.m., then 10 p.m.
And nothing. By midnight, it's been 4 hours. 4 hours for a quick grocery run. That's when Muhammad's sister gets a call from Amani, who's apparently frantic.
Okay, so 12:00 a.m. is when the alarm is officially raised.
Yes. And Muhammad's brother gets involved, finds Amani completely distraught, crying, saying the shops would be closed by now. Where could he be?
So they start searching immediately.
Instantly. They comb the village streets, asking around. But it's late, it's dark. They search until about 2:00 a.m. Nothing. It's like he just vanished. No one saw him leave the house at 8 p.m. No shopkeeper saw him. It's a total blank.
Just gone. And they can't even file a missing person report yet, right? There's that waiting period.
Exactly. So there's this agonizing gap where the family is looking outward, searching the village, the roads, while the real answers are, tragically, much, much closer.
That wait ends the next day, Thursday morning, around 11:00 a.m.
Yeah, the news comes back. Some farmers found a body floating in the local irrigation canal, the Trana.
And it's Muhammad.
His brother identifies him pretty quickly from the clothes, but straight away, even just looking at the scene, it's clear this wasn't an accident.
What stood out? What were those immediate red flags?
Well, first, the clothes matched the story. He was fully dressed like someone who'd gone out, but crucially, he had no shoes on.
Huh. You don't typically run out for groceries barefoot.
Exactly. And second, the injuries were severe. A really nasty, large wound on his head, and clear marks around the neck, ligature marks, strangulation.
So head trauma and strangulation.
Yes. Which leads everyone, including the police initially, to the most obvious conclusion: robbery.
Makes sense, right? He gets mugged, maybe he fights back, they kill him, dump the body, they probably took cash, papers.
It's the simplest explanation. And Muhammad's brother suggests this very theory. What's more, Amani actually reinforces it. She tells investigators she thinks Muhammad might have left home with a lot of money that night.
So she's actively pushing the robbery angle.
She is, which in hindsight you have to wonder about. Is she just a grieving wife trying to make sense of it, or is she guiding the narrative?
Interesting. So the robbery theory is on the table, supported by the widow, but then forensics comes in.
And this is where the story completely flips. The lab results come back, and they just obliterate the robbery theory. 3 key things.
Okay, what were they?
First, cause of death. Yes, strangulation was involved. It was the final thing. But it came after a massive blow to the head. And they knew what caused it, a heavy wooden stick or club. They found wood fibers in the wound tissue.
Wow. Okay, so attacked with a weapon first. What else?
Second, and this is the real bombshell, toxicology. Muhammad had a huge amount of sedatives, sleeping pills, in his system.
Sedatives. So he wasn't fighting off a mugger. He was drugged, incapacitated.
Precisely. He was likely unconscious or barely conscious when he was attacked. Completely changes the dynamic.
And the third finding?
The absolute clincher, time of death. The medical examiner pinned it down. Muhammad died on Wednesday between 6:00 p.m. and 8:00 p.m.
Wait. 6 to 8 p.m.
Yes, and remember Amani's story.
She said he was alive, getting ready, leaving the house at 8 p.m.
Exactly. The time of death directly contradicts her entire alibi. He was already dead, or dying, during the time she claimed he was still getting ready to go out.
So the murder couldn't have happened outside during a robbery?
Impossible. It had to have happened inside the apartment. And that 2-hour window, 6 to 8 p.m., suddenly makes Amani the only person who could have provided a false timeline. The focus shifts dramatically.
From the village streets right back to that second-floor apartment.
The investigation pivots entirely. They stop looking for an unknown mugger and start looking very, very closely at the home and at Amani.
So, investigators go into the apartment. What do they find?
Well, the first impression is it's weirdly clean, almost unnaturally tidy, which, can sometimes suggest the opposite of frantic cleanup effort.
Trying too hard to look normal.
Kind of. And then they start noticing the small things, the details that slip through the cracks in even the most careful plan.
Like what? Clue number 1.
The shoes. Mohammed's outdoor shoes. They're found inside the apartment right near the door.
Where he would have taken them off coming in, not put them on going out.
Exactly. If the plan was to stage an outdoor crime, why leave the shoes inside? It confirms he never actually left. He was killed before he could put his shoes on to go out. That whole grocery store just collapses.
Okay, that's big. What else?
This next one is really something. It's what you might call the clothesline confession. On the balcony clothesline, investigators see a huge amount of bedding. Sheets, pillowcases, all freshly washed, still damp.
Laundry. While her husband is missing, and then found dead.
It's incredibly suspicious. Think about it. Your husband vanishes, his body is discovered in a canal. Is doing a massive load of bedding your top priority?
No way. You'd be in shock dealing with family police.
Right. It screams evidence disposal. It strongly suggests a significant cleanup, likely of bloodstains, happened very recently in the bedroom. That laundry wasn't routine, it was panic.
Wow. The shoes prove he didn't leave. The laundry suggests a cleanup inside. What else sealed it?
The final piece. They find a hidden mobile phone, locked. Not Mohammed's regular phone.
Another phone.
Yeah. And when they find it, Amani gets really agitated. She tries to spin it, claims it must have been Mohammed's secret phone, maybe for affairs, trying to, again, cast suspicion on him.
But the police check the phone.
Of course. And it turns out there's only one number stored in it. Just one contact. A local worker named Reda.
Reda, okay, and the call log.
That's where it all connects. There are calls logged. Reda called this hidden phone at 6:00 p.m. on Wednesday.
6:00 p.m., right at the start of the confirmed time of death window.
Precisely. It suggests maybe a signal, confirmation the sedative worked. And then, crucially, Amani received a call from this phone at 12 a.m. midnight.
The exact time she called Mohammed's family to report him missing.
Yes, it looks like the job done call. The conspiracy's communication line laid bare by the timestamps.
Unbelievable. A hidden phone, a load of laundry, a pair of shoes.
It was enough. They track down Reda, bring him in. And seeing the evidence laid out, he folds pretty quickly, confesses. But he points the finger straight at Amani, says it was all her idea, her plan.
And Amani.
Faced with Reda's confession and the forensic evidence, she confesses too. The whole story comes out.
What was it? What really happened?
They'd been having an affair. For 2 years. Reda lived nearby. Apparently, he used to get into the apartment via the balcony sometimes after Amani had drugged Mohammed. They used that secret phone to coordinate.
And the motive wasn't robbery.
Not at all. It was chillingly simple in a way. They wanted to be together, to get married, but Amani felt a divorce would be, well, unacceptable. Too much scandal in that village environment.
So they decided murder was preferable to social embarrassment.
It seems so. Unbelievably, they decided they had to get rid of Mohammed, as Reda apparently put it, because divorce was just too messy, too unconvincing for the community. The fear of gossip drove them to kill.
That's profoundly disturbing. So how did the actual murder play out, according to their confessions?
It was meticulously planned. Step 1. Amani gives Mohammed a large dose of sedatives in his juice when he gets home from work.
Okay.
Step 2. She makes sure he keeps his outdoor clothes on, that's part of the staging, to make it look like he was attacked outside.
Right, the illusion.
Step 3. Around 8:00 p.m., though, the exact timing here might be fuzzy given he was already drugged by 6 or 7, Reda enters the house, apparently used the front door this time, somehow unnoticed.
And attacks Mohammed.
Yes. While Mohammed is heavily sedated, Reda strikes him on the head with that wooden stick, then strangles him with a wire or cord to make absolutely sure.
Then the cleanup.
Exactly. Step 4 is the intense cleaning of the bedroom. Amani immediately strips the bed, gets those sheets and pillowcases washing the clothesline evidence.
And disposing of the body.
Step 5. Around 11:30 p.m., they put Mohammed's body in a sack, load it onto a cart, a karoo, a simple local cart, and Reda transports it to the canal and dumps it.
And step 6 is the final call.
The 12:04 a.m. call from Reda to Amani using the secret phone. It's done. And immediately after hanging up, Amani makes her call, playing the part of the panicked wife, setting her false alibi in motion.
It's an incredibly detailed plan. Audacious, covering the method, the timing, the disposal, the alibi.
Immense effort went into the staging, but like you said, it's the tiny details they missed. The forensics just cut right through it. The sedatives proved premeditation and invalidated the robbery. The time of death shattered the alibi. The wood fibers pointed to a specific weapon type. The shoes proved he never left. The laundry proved a cleanup.
Locart's principle in action, every contact leaves a trace. They couldn't erase everything.
They couldn't. They focused on the big picture, moving the body, creating the story, but overlooked the mundane. Science doesn't lie about chemistry or physics. The sedative levels, the wound analysis, the timeline, those things are objective. Their plan failed because reality, observed scientifically, always outsprints deception.
And the outcome for Amani and Reda.
Given the premeditation, the brutality, and the conspiracy, both were sentenced to execution.
A truly chilling story about how far people might go, not just out of passion, but out of fear of what others think, and how even the most elaborate lies can be undone by the smallest, most overlooked details.
It really makes you think, doesn't it? What small, seemingly insignificant detail in your own routine, your own life, maybe something as simple as where you leave your shoes or what's on your phone, could tell a whole story you were intending to share, something for you to consider.